When we look at bilateral trade statistics, normally those only include direct flows between country A and country B. Let's say they record the country of first import. Not always, but many times. So the official trade statistics are a good, of course, very important set of data. But we need to add a little bit more in order to get the full picture. If, for example, we want to answer the question, where do the Italian products end up? Who is the final consumer of Made in Italy? And so what we have done at Nottingham University and NYU with my team of students is to include all these additional flows. The data, and I want to thank, comes from our friends at the OECD in Paris, with whom we also cooperating on this very important project. We include other flows. So, for example, transshipment. If a product from Italy goes to Holland, to the port of Rotterdam, and then ends up in the United States, this is normally recorded as Italy to Holland export. But in reality, we know that these things end up on the table of American consumers. So we put that in. Then we have American tourists purchasing luxury goods in Paris, Italian luxury goods in Paris, a Prada bag bought in Paris by an American tourist. It is again a product that we would record it as Italy to France export, but in reality it is then consumed by American final users. Same for intermediate parts, it gets more complex. The brakes, the wheels of cars made in Italy, they end up into German cars, and the German cars are sold to the United States, to China, and so on. That's a little bit more complex, but there is a component of made in Italy inside the final product, again consumed by non-German parties. So we have done all these things, we have analyzed all these flows, we have put it all together and come up with a new set of figures. So let's start from what we have. Official statistics from Italy. I'm Italian, I do the analysis starting from my own country. According to the official stats, Germany is the first trading partner of Italy with just over $60 billion in 2020, followed by France, USA, Switzerland, Great Britain, and so on. Now, I'll show you what we have found, how this ranking changes when we include all of those intermediate and triangular flows. What do we have? We have amazing change. The United States jumps from number 3 to number 1 consumer of Made in Italy. And it's not just the ranking that grows from number 3 to number 1, but the size from the official stats of $48 billion, we have found 80 products, 80 billion made in Italy product consumed by United States customers. And so the United States is, we knew already it's a very important customer of Made in Italy, but with this it becomes the most important. And you look now, Germany and France go down from first and second to second and third, but they are distant second. And this shows that the Italian economy that relies on export, an export that relies now we know a lot on the United States, means that the USA is a key customer, and the recovery of the Italian economy cannot take place if we do not have a strong demand in the US for Italian products, or products who are not perceived as made in Italy because there are wheels inside the car that people think is made in Germany, but in reality there's lots of components made in Italy. So look at this ranking, how things change. I'll show you now the arrows of who goes up and who goes down, and the pattern here is kind of clear. all the European countries move down in the ranking, indicating that, of course, Europe is an important market, but not so important as we think, because most of our European trade partners tend to reprocess our goods and sell them to someone else, or, as I said, in the case of Rotterdam, is a pure transshipment. Same for Switzerland, that they buy and they sell to someone else. They are traders. Not everything, of course, because they're still there. And the countries that rise in the ranking are the United States, and I will not emphasize it enough, and then all the Asian countries. We look at a big jump of China, that from number 9, according to official stats, becomes number 4 in the ranking of consumption of made in Italy products, and it's not just ranking, again, number here, the change in the absolute value is big. From 14.4 billion of official stats, we estimate that in 2020 Chinese consumers purchased almost 40 billion of made in Italy products. Japan goes up. I put Russia and Turkey in the Asian continent. Russia goes up, Turkey goes up, Korea goes up, and all the Asians and Americans go up, including Canada, that was not even part of the top 20 list, and now it suddenly appears, and all the Europeans have arrows going down, indicating that they are lowering in the rank. And then finally I show you the ratio, like what is the final ratio of the estimate that we have calculated divided by the starting point, the official stats. Which country has the highest improvement according to our new stats? USA, 1.6 times, it's a big, and also the size is important, from 48 to 80 billion. The biggest gainer is China, surprise, surprise, who is the final consumer of all these products that go from country A, country B, and end up say emphatically on the tables of Chinese consumers with a ratio of 2.6 times. And then we have Japan 1.8, Russia 1.4, and so on. And this is like, think of it like a bubble. There are countries that inflate and countries that deflate, because of course the overall sum of total export it does not change. We are just changing the destination. So Holland goes down because they buy from Italy and sell to someone else. America goes up because they buy from Holland, but those are containers coming from Italy. So what do we do with these statistics? We can do many things. We can, for example, look at who are our true customers to try to emphasize marketing and promotion activities more towards those consumers. We should maybe do more promotion in the United States. We should then look more carefully at the global value chain for the intermediate products of Italian goods that end up in to the classic examples in German cars. Maybe we should even spend part of the Italian budget to promote Made in Italy, to promote German cars, because that's what pulls the export from Italy into Germany. We can also think if there are some industries that we can reshore back into Italy. Maybe there are transshipment or assembly of components that, yes, at the moment someone else does it for us and they are our primary customer, so we should of course take care of them, but a customer can also be a competitor if that is a sector or a component of the value chain that we could for which we could bring back a subset of. All these ideas that would then be needed to be analyzed sector by sector, country by country. But here I want to leave you with this picture, and we have it for any country in the world. Again, it's a project done with my students at NYU, University of Nottingham, and our friends at the OECD in Paris. I hope this is useful. Any questions, always feel free to ask. We'll be happy to answer.